Dodge Ramcharger, but after I poop.
Oh, grab on. He's coming that way.
That's a healthy dog.
Y'all, I must admit, I have an addiction. So, we're gonna buy another truck, and I really need to stop because I just bought this one the other week. I bought this one and that one, and I'm just loaded up on cars and don't have any room for them, no shop to work on them, but I want it. This rig here is gonna be our new tow rig because I got tired of using my half-ton Dodge right there. So we got this Power Stroke. She's the 7.3, old reliable, pretty clean truck from Texas. The old man that had it did drive it across the flagpole right here. My dad helped me bang that out, and it's looking pretty dang good for how bad that was caved in. Maybe someday put a bedside on it. But overall, crew cab, pretty clean truck for being a 1996. The carpet could be a little cleaner, but hey, I'm not gonna complain. Also went ahead, found some wheels and tires on the old marketplace, threw them on here. Those are a little bit lighter, needed tires anyways, and those are better than the steel wheels that it did have. Let's get going to Dad's and then load up the trailer and pick up our new rig. So this is the most recent purchase. To load this thing, we gotta get this plow because this is lighter than the trailer. Fender's right there. There she goes. That bracket should clear if we can get air in these tires right here. You're digging it. If we both are on this side, it'd be easier. 1, 2, 3.
I can't pick up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Tires look at there. Yeah, steel toes on. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3.
That was heavy. It's a shame this thing's been sitting at this mechanic shop here. Dad used to work here about 13 years ago and remembers this truck driving in, and has been sitting here since. He said it's in a lot better shape than what we see right here. I'm gonna put some air in these tires and hopefully we can pull her up here and then get her home. Well, as we can see, she's pretty rotten right here, but it is a cool truck. The price wasn't terrible. Dad came out here the other day, was able to get some air in these tires. This one would not take. I'm gonna jack her up here. Start jacking it up. It's buried in the leaves. I think she's gonna hit. Stop right there. Okay. That looks safe. Whew, look at that rust hole. Jeez, that's pretty bad. It does have some cool looking wheels with the old caps right there. We did put some pressure on that winch because she's real close to this hill. Might get air in the tires and she rolled down that. It's steeper than what it looks right there.
Yeah, it's 514 now.
A little compared to the diesel's been messing with it.
Here, son. Let me have that. Let me have it. Let me have it. Roll down the dang hill.
New wheel.
That's it. Fit.
Thank goodness. Pop this back on. We'll be able to winch her up. We've been getting crazy storms here. Luckily, it ain't storming right now. There she goes. Buried into the ground pretty good. Quite the hole. Doesn't look like she was leaking anything. This is the hill that she could have rolled down very easily. All right, I think we're good. So we got this thing at home and unloaded, but let's walk around this thing and see what we're really working with. Like we've already talked about, this thing is in pretty rough shape, but you don't really find them with the removable top. So I've already looked through it a little bit. This dash here was all taken apart. But the guy I got it from, he did say that it was a government vehicle. And if we look right here, it has this sticker, identification number, Department of Interior, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. And also right under here, it says Office of Surface Mining. So I say he was definitely right. This was a government vehicle. And also, looking in the glove box here, it's got a lot of the receipts and stuff. This is a book issued by the Department of Interior. And if you go through, it has dates of the speedometer readings when people were driving it, when they filled it up, such as right here, October of 1985 on 10/9. They put in 20.5 gallons for a cost of $25.74. Pretty cheap. Can't do that nowadays. And I also noticed the speedometer reading here. We're in the 80,000s right here, but on my cluster, I'm reading 66,000. Therefore, that tells me that this thing at least has 166,000 miles on it, which is quite a bit. That old 318 that she has under the hood that we'll check out here in a sec is probably pretty worn out. Let's take a look under the old power barn and see what we got. Oh yeah, there she is. I know it's a 318 because it says it right here. 318 two-barrel light duty cycle, federal and Canada. It just has a emission hose diagram and all that good stuff. Looking at it here though, it does look fairly complete. We're missing some, looks like we're missing something right back here. Looks like that's gonna be probably the voltage regulator. We can see right there, there's the old compressor. That's what I was talking about missing right there, so we'll have to grab one of those. Overall though, it looks like she is all here. This stuff right here looks like it's probably for that old plow that used to be on it that me and Dad took off. Power brakes, power steering. So that's good. She's a fancy rig. Looks like we're definitely had some crap living up in here. Let's go ahead and, oh, that looks like our screws for that voltage regulator. Don't want to lose those. We'll set those right up here because we're going to be jumping into that real quick. I just want to see what's under this. See if she's clean or the carburetor might be gummed up. Oh, she ain't looking bad at all. The actual yapper herself right there, looking pretty good. We do have some buildup around there, so we'll get that cleaned out as well. See if we got any fluids. Well, that can't be right. I wonder if somebody's tried starting this thing because that antifreeze looks way too good, and it's obviously not leaking because we've had it here for a little bit and she's still really full. Okay, well, I don't know if that's a good or bad sign. Yes, it's good that that's filled and holding, but also how clean it is. I think somebody's probably been digging with this, and that makes me wonder what's wrong with this thing. There's our oil dipstick. Oh man. Oh, I don't know if that's water. Ah, definitely tastes like Aquafina in there. Probably should wipe that off and see. Oh no, the dipstick's just stained. Okay, I think we're good. We're going to just sit up in here. Huh, looks like the rig's definitely been painted because there's a little bit of run right there. We got the good old Master Pro from the O'Reillys. Hopefully she's correct. Okay. This has 3 places. This. I see 2. And there. Made in China. Why does that look so much different? Sure what the extra hole's for, but we got 2 of the 3 in. Get out of the way, wiring. Ah, that was sharp. Good enough. Grab our battery and have our tools right in the way. This is like that 306-piece Pittsburgh set. That thing comes in handy right there. All right, let's plug her in. See if we can catch something on fire. I'm not for sure what this yellow wire is here. Well, that's loose. Let's tighten that up. What size is that? 7/16 like the rest of the rig. All right, we're in the rig. This thing's in park, ain't it? Yeah. No buzzer. Nothing. What in the world? Huh. Wonder if I got headlights? Huh? Alternator's doing something when you do that. That one's on. That one's on. You can slightly see them. Okay, so we are getting power. Wonder if the taillights are on. I can't tell. That one's busted over there. Now there's a bunch of. This doesn't seem like it's. Seems like it's junk. What is this? Light button. Oh, whoa. Okay, that's my look lately. I need to just start looking around. Dad, he bought this crazy first-gen Cummins, and his actually we were having the same deal. Turned the ignition, nothing happened, and it had a button just like that. And also this old 89 F-150 I got, which you guys commented and told me, it's under the wheel, it's under the wheel, push the button, that probably starts it. And I didn't realize until I saw you guys' comments. But there it is right there. I push that, we do get something. She's turning over, right on. Let's check some other things and maybe try and start this thing. Ah, a bunch of vacuum junk. No, I just lost the wing nut. Get that off. That's looking all pretty good there. That's actually a lot cleaner than I expected for how long this thing's been sitting. We won't run her too long with all that crap before getting that filter back on. We always want to unhook our fuel system because we don't want to be sucking dirty gas up into this engine that's been sitting. Follow the fuel line here. What is this? Why is it going through the firewall? Okay, I see, right here. That's the original fuel line right there. Someone's definitely been in here. Because usually that would come up to right here. But right now we have this one coming up to right here. Which you follow it, it goes through the firewall. Let's see what's in here. Okay, I thought this was something for the plow. Yeah, someone's probably had a jug in here. Fuel pump right there. Okay. That'll make it easy for us, but hopefully this thing's okay. Check the fluids and all that stuff. I think I'm just gonna put a little bit of gas in the carb and see if she will pop off here. All right, all we're missing is spark, which we might have, but we're not gonna check that because it's a waste of time. If we got it, we got it. If we don't, we don't. So we're just gonna feed her some gas right down the yapper and see what happens here. That should be way too much gas. Let's see what this thing will do. Hopefully she starts. Ignition's on. Pump it. Oh yeah, I think she's gonna do it. She's like me at 5 o'clock on a Friday. She's thirsty. Those plugs look fairly new, actually. We'll see here. Is that the size? Yep. Outside looks new. Let's see what the inside looks like. Well, they're pretty dirty. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and clean those up. We'll pull them all out. Get those looking better than what they are there. They're honestly not too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and clean them up. It's not gonna hurt. Just squirt them down with some brake fluid like that one right there. That looks brand spanking new. So that's probably not our issue. Squirt them down with some parts cleaner. Must say, do not get parts cleaner in a deep cut or in your eyeballs or even your mouth. It doesn't taste good and it just don't feel good, all right? It seems like the driver's side ones are a little dirtier. Well, I got that all buttoned back up. And of course, I've already lost the socket way down in right there. That's a great place for that. Anyways, I doubt this is going to make it start, but it doesn't hurt to go ahead and try and turn it over and see what it does. Holy crap. That sounded like a gunshot. She backfired hard. My ears ringing. So we got the expert here now. Yesterday, I couldn't tell that it had spark. Dad said that this was lighting up. We just cranked her over. So we're gonna go ahead and hook up our fuel system here. We're gonna bypass that old filter right there and use that line that I showed you guys going into the firewall. So it's got this wiring here. Someone's already been running the jug in here. So we're gonna see if this is possibly the wiring that had power. We got a mess going on here.
It don't matter about the key. Ain't none of it got any power.
We didn't have power in any of those wires, so we just went ahead, ran this. Very professionally, goes over there to Dad in here. He can show you when you hook this up. Now it'll have power because it's got 12 volt constant going to it. Now we're on our fuel pump right there. Priming, leaking, more leaking than priming occurring. So we should be primed up, should be sucking from our little tank there. Yep, fuel pump made a different noise there. Alrighty, let's see if this thing will start up.
You can crank it right now and see what it does. Just let it idle for a second.
Fired right up.
It's like first time you can just. Alright, don't rev it up.
Motor's quiet. So put the air filter on, plug those real quick. Oh, now we got a car delivering. So I just took the Ramcharger up to Jiffy Lube before an oil change, so now we got to replace our motor. Just kidding, no. But I did just do an oil change on this thing because the oil that was in it was sticky, just like your poop when you eat some mac and cheese. You know what I'm talking about? I went ahead, unhooked our electric fuel pump. I'm gonna try and use the mechanical that's on the truck. But since the fluids are all good, we're gonna try and take her for a drive. I'm gonna see if she'll even take right here. I don't know if she will or not. It's rather cold out too. Might have to prime our line. All right, I just got her primed. Mechanical's running. For some reason it's backfiring. Interesting. The motor's quiet though, very quiet. Not sure why it's backfiring. Maybe that's a misfire. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'll throw some air in these tires, and then we'll try and take this thing for a little bit of a ride, see how she does. She is all-wheel drive. I wish we had an option of two-wheel drive, but that's just not how this thing was. That helped out. We are carrying oil pressure right there. Not super high. Slightly under 40 pounds. That tire's leaking super quick. I'm gonna duct tape you to the window and let's go for a little ride. I bet you we were sucking through that gas quick too. I really don't know what's going on with this. Hopefully that's in a good spot. Does seem like she's idling all right. All right. Went right into gear. She feels worn out. Take her off road like she belongs. The ground's super soft right now. I don't think she's gonna get stuck though. This feels right with it out here. Feels like it's dog walking, I swear. If you're excited about the Ramcharger, give this video a thumbs up. Comment what you think we should do to this thing. This is what I'm going to keep though. I know that. Really, I'd like to do all the body work and make this a pretty nice little cruiser. I think it'll be fun this summer. It does have the complete removable top on her. Told Dad I was driving it, he just wanted to join all the fun. So earlier when I was driving it, we had that thing in 4 low, so that's why she was being a little weird. Dad ended up getting that to go to 4 high, which we're in now. She still has a little bit of a shake and such, but she's running and driving. We did put some field treatment in that tank too. You don't think that feels weird? I guess
It's all-wheel drive.
that just feels crazy to me. I don't know.
Well, it's in full drive all the time. Definitely needs some carburetor work.
Yeah, I'm to the floor.
Some work.
Temp gauge does work though. It came up in temp earlier.
Nice windshield.
Yeah, bring it.
Sure don't die. Second. Really work on that carburetor.
Well, it's running better now.
Going downhill. It's going to run better downhill.
What's that shaking you think?
Well, I don't know. It's been sitting for 15 years. The tires have probably got flat spots. They're dry rotted. The tread's about to fly off. You got a trailer tire on the rear. It's got a miss. The carburetor body's been clean.
It's coming around.
It don't ride that bad for being sitting for this long. Nice truck, man.
Well, I wish we could have drove this thing more, but she is rather squirrely, and I really need to check this thing out. The goal of this video was to get this Ramcharger running and driving once again, which she is. I'm glad of that. Hopefully you guys are excited for this truck as I am. They sell every panel for this truck, so that's a plus. And man, does she look good sitting right there in the trees.